What's up, LTJ family? Today I want to do a quick story time of how me, my sister, and I were followed during traveling. This was a story I didn't want to tell, but I just figured why not push it out on YouTube. So yeah, basically we were just driving at first, you know, a normal family trip, and we were just listening to music, you know, every normal family does that during the trip. And my sister noticed a car following us in the back, but she didn't think it'd be anything of it. We were like so distracted listening to the music that my sister was like, okay, maybe it's just a car going the same direction as us, right? So we stopped for something to eat, you know, a quick truck stop, and the truck stop was already kind of sketchy. Like, my mom was like, oh, it's just a truck stop, y'all, come on, it's nothing wrong. But my mom, one thing about my mom, she is skeptical. Y'all, don't mind me if I'm messing up, but my mom is very forget it, y'all know the word I'm trying to say. But my mom is very, like, she looks out for the places that we stop, if it's good, if it's bad, if it's sketchy looking. So my mom was like, it's probably not bad. So they had like a McDonald's, you know how some restaurants have McDonald's in it. So we were just inside sitting, eating for a while and taking our time, and completely forgot about the car that was following us in the back. So until we walked back out, my sister, who noticed first, and she just slowed down a little, real quiet, saying, I think that's it. And my mom was like, girl, what is it? So I see the same, my sister sees the same car that was following us all the way on the highway. Mind y'all, this whole car did not switch lanes. It was literally like, it was directly it was right behind us. So my mom's like, girl, what's the same car, what? So I was like, what? She nodded slightly towards the car, but we can't point, obviously, because we don't know who it is, and then we don't want, you know, problems happening. Oh, you pointing this, who's pointing that? So same uneven headlights, and I remember looking at my mom expecting her to laugh it off again, and but she didn't, guys. She was, you know, my mama, she don't play. She looked at it just for a second, then she said, y'all get in the car. Just like immediately, she was like, y'all get in the car. And knowing me, I run to the car, so does my sister. And not in a panic way, but very calm and serious tone, because ain't no way we're finna be standing outside and there's a skeptical car outside with one dim headlight. That when I tell y'all this car was creepy, I mean busted out it was creepy. So, and it was literally the same pump, like it was on the other side of the pump and we were on one side. So mom was like, get in the car, and we're not just finna sit outside and stare at our car, not knowing who can walk up behind us and, you know, snatch us up. So immediately we go to the car, and we locked the doors, and we just sat there for a second, and I said, do you think they're following us? And my mom didn't give an answer right away, because, you know, she's like focused, because she's trying to do a game plan. Like, if this person was following us, which they were, she has to come up with something to think. And we're in the middle of nowhere, guys. Like, we're not close to home. We're not even close to our destination yet. So she said, we're just not assuming anything yet. So I said, okay. And which is such a mom response, but you could tell she wasn't thinking about it. So we left, and this time we were all watching behind us to see if the car was back there. And we took a weird route back to the highway. Like, that didn't really make sense unless if you were trying to see if somebody were following you. And I remember feeling immediate relief. I was like, okay, we were overthinking it. Nobody was following us. Maybe it was just a car going the same direction we were, going same gas station. But then a few minutes later, guys, after we got back on the highway, same headlight, same car body, same exact car for the third time following us. Yep, same car. And mind y'all, we like, what? Okay, my mom was like, what the heck is going on? What does this car want? Where? So y'all, we're switching lanes. So my mom switched lanes, right? Y'all, the car literally switched the lanes. So my mom kept switching. The car would do the same thing until we finally just stayed in one single lane. And then that's when the car just, got right back behind us doing the same thing. So my mom turned the music down and then off. The whole mood in the car just changed, literally. Like, we were just happy. Now we're like in panic, but we're shook. Like, we're okay. What's going on? Like, this has been going on too long, and we're not near our family members. We're not near nobody, and we don't know who these people are, what they want. But basically, so yeah, it was just crazy, guys. So we get to what was that gas station called? I forgot. What was it called? 76. No, Love's gas station. So we stopped there. We're like 3 hours away from our destination. So we stop at Love's. We're like, okay, guys, and the car's gone. So we're like, okay, the car's gone. Let's just get something to eat, bathroom break, and we're out. We're out, okay? So, we were just shopping, and my mom and sister went to the bathroom, right? And so my mom and sister went to the bathroom, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna, my mom always tells me to stand by the bathroom door just in case. That way, if something was ever to happen, I can run straight into even though it's a women's bathroom, guys, I don't care. If somebody's trying to kidnap me or trying to best believe I'm running in the bathroom. I don't care what nobody says. I'm begging, Ma, open the door. So anyways, my mom and sister go to the bathroom. I was like, okay, and I have my phone on me, so I said, let me just go ahead and just walk around, look around, right? So I went into the drink section, like the coolers, like, how you have that long wall full of coolers and it's like different drinks and stuff. So I'm over there, right, and I'm just watching YouTube, having fun, while texting my mom saying, okay, I'm out here, I'm about to drinks and everything. My mom's like, okay. So you have like a long drink area, right? Oops. So you have a long drink area, and then you have aisles in the back of you. So it's like different aisles, and then you turn around, you have like a long drink section. So I was facing the drink section, and some told me I just had an eerie feeling. Like the whole time we were there, I just felt off. Like I didn't feel like how I felt in the car moments ago. So I turned around, like some told me to turn around, and I turned around, I see a guy, like he was like all black, he had like a gray beanie on, and he was looking at something, right? But he was just staring like this, like he was like serious face. And I'm like, okay, so I text my mom, I'm like, Mom, there's this weird guy just staring at me. And my mom was like, please go to a different aisle or come back to the bathroom door and stay closed. So I said, okay. I go to a different aisle, and the same guy literally comes around. He comes around acting like he's shopping, and he's literally right, when I tell you, he was close, like shoulder to shoulder, literally. So I'm scooting over, and he turned around, he asked me, he was like, little man, what's your name? I'm like, do I know you? Like, I'm not just finna give my name to a random stranger. And he's like, what's your name? I'm like, y'all, I had to make up something, and you know, I had to keep my distance away while I was talking. So I was all the way at the end of the aisle. He like on the other side of the aisle. So I'm like, I had to make up a name. I'm like, my name is Travis. Why? And he was like, oh, I have a son named Travis, and he looks just like you and built. He plays football, and I was wondering if you want to join my football team. And I'm like, sir, I know you didn't just come all the way over here just to ask me that when I was literally right by the coolers. You could have asked me not face to face, but like while I was right there. He comes around and asks that, but anyway, I'm like, no, thanks, I'm good. And he was like, well, that's okay. Anyway, maybe you're just too fat to be on the field. Mind you, I'm looking like, excuse me, sir, but I don't know you and you don't know me. So immediately I walk away. I'm not hearing that. I don't play about kidnapping. I don't play none of that. I go to my mom. I go into the women's bathroom that my mom and sister went in. I'm like, Mom, the same dude that I told you that was staring at me, he just came over and asked me for my name, y'all. And immediately my mom went off. She's like, boy, what the heck? What you mean he asked you for your name? What you mean? I'm like, I don't know, but I kept my distance away. I was like, my name is Travis, and I was like, he asked like, my son's name is Travis, and do you want to join my football club? And I said no, and I told my mom. He said, maybe I'm just too fat to be on the field. And she was like, immediately my mom went off. She was like, oh heck no, where this dude at? I'm finna go out right now and talk to him. So my mom and sister walk out. My mom and sister don't play about me. That's one thing. If somebody comes at me, I don't even know. So they're walking. My mom and sister walking, and my mom, when I tell you my mom cussed him out, she was like, who the heck are you? Who the heck you calling fat? First of all, if you don't take your skinny cheek down, I don't even. Yeah, she's cussing him out. So immediately my mom cussed him out so good, so he walked out the store. So I told my mom, I was like, yeah, that's where. I was like, do you think that was the same guy that was following us? My mom was like, probably, weirdo tail and all this and that. So we grab our snacks, we grab our drinks, and we just head out. We check out, head out, and guys, we walked out the same time that he was walking to his car, and it was the same exact car that was following us, literally. And I said, I knew it. See, I knew that was the same guy. But that's the end of my story. Our story that we hid from you guys, and it was kind of hard for us to tell because behind it we were so stressed, like our heads were hurting, like we didn't know what happened during the time. And that's why, guys, I want to tell you guys, especially for you females out there, because there's a lot of guys out here doing crazy stuff on the news. So I would say, like my mom and sister, guys, keep wasp spray, pepper spray, whatever you guys got to keep. I would recommend wasp spray, like my mom says, because it burns more, and plus like it's like a spray for bugs, so it's gonna sting. Keep something, a little pocket knife, something that you can easily grab, brass knuckles, whatever you have to do to defend yourself, especially for us boys out here too, because there's a lot of stuff going on out here. And we want you guys to be safe, and we love you guys, and thank you so much for your guys' support. But again, this story just had to be told. It had to be told. I wanted us to get it out here, that way we can let you guys know what happened in real life. It was just a scary time for us. Like, it was, I can't explain it. Like, I'm still shook behind it, like we're all shook behind it, because it just happened so fast. But that should be a life lesson, to always pay attention to your surroundings, because you could never know who's following you, who's watching you, who's planning stuff in their head. Like, you guys have to be mindful of where you stop too. And like, we're about to travel again, so of course we got to be safe, we got to be prepared, because we don't know what's out here in this crazy world. So yeah, but anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, LTJ family. Let's get this video to, let's get to 50 subscribers. We're almost there. We're at 25, and we appreciate you guys for the love and support. And let's get this video to 30, 50 subs, and I will drop another story time of how my mom got into a fight with a Karen. So yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. But anyways, we love you, LTJ family, and have a good rest of your day. Peace.